Humans have always had the urge to race. It can be from chariots to race cars, horses, camels, shovels, lawnmowers. And this urge to race, this passion drives people to do extraordinary things. One of the upcoming speakers, Alex Roy, actually disguised his BMW as a police car so he could win the Cannonball Run. And now this passion has come to autonomous racing. I'm going to start off with a little bit on the background of racing, talk to you about what we're doing, the development of autonomous race cars, and talk to you where this is headed in the future. So, racing is one of the most watched sports globally. Formula One has 825 million fan base, and that is comparable to football and even to the Olympics. And the Netflix series Drive to Survive and the upcoming Brad Pitt movie in F1 are examples of that. Also, it's growing very, very quickly in the United States. There are now 3 Formula One races in the U.S., and my hometown, Indianapolis, hosts every May the Indianapolis 500. 350,000 people, the most attendees for any live sporting event. But it's not just about marketing and entertainment. The thing that impacts racing the most is how it has helped us develop the things we see in cars that we drive today. The first rear view mirror was invented in the Indianapolis 500 in 1911 because the winner didn't have a mechanic in their car. And that's really just the start. For the last 100 years, this has continued. Seat belts, energy absorbing barriers, electric cars, disc brakes, radial tires. These are all examples of how motorsports has impacted the cars that we all drive. Now, in addition to this, there's sponsorship by many of the high-tech companies, AWS, Google, Microsoft, HP are all sponsors of racing, and some of them are title sponsors where they have to invest like $100 million a year. And now even Zoox is getting into the game with Williams Formula One. So, autonomous racing. We had our first autonomous race in Abu Dhabi at the F1 track there. For the first time, autonomous race cars were racing at speeds of over 100 miles per hour, wheel to wheel. You can see here there was like 10,000 fans at the race, fan zones, even some yachts for the after parties. And this is the car that was in the race. It's from the Japanese Super Formula series, 500 horsepower, capable of 200 miles per hour. And modified only to remove the systems that are there for keeping the humans safe. Now, all the cars are exactly the same mechanically, and so was the hardware stack, which included 7 cameras for full surround viewing, 4 radars, 3 LiDARs, and a Newsys 8505 computer to drive it all. So, on the software side, the drivers for the sensors were the same, but all of the high-level programming, it was up to the teams to put their personality into the car. So you could have whatever combination of aggression or strategy into the driving style could be actually put into those vehicles. Now, as far as autonomous racing goes, it attracts a new generation of people. This younger generation that's looking for high-tech things like AI and robotics. And since there's a lot of software involved, it draws in people into the world of motorsports and really draws them into the world of just autonomous cars in general as well. Unfortunately, we don't have access to these super formula cars all the time. So we've taken a McLaren and we've actually put the stack on top of this McLaren so that we can collect the data and create the digital twins that we need to program autonomous cars. And we even put our sponsors in the passenger side so they can experience what their products are doing at 200 miles per hour. And now we're moving to a Mazda, 2 Mazdas actually, because 2 Mazdas cost less than a radiator on that McLaren. And we believe that before the end of the year, we'll have this going at the same speed as a human race driver, which would be a first. That would be a first. Here you see it on the track. That's our Mazda in the middle. You can see how close it's getting to some of our friends there from McLaren. And like I said, we'll be taking that data now and we'll be utilizing that to start to make this thing fully autonomous. Now, when we when we look at the next steps, we're not trying to compete with Formula One, but we want to bring motorsports into the world of AI. And that might be car to car. Here we have, actually, if you look closely, it's human versus machine. So that could be some elements of future events and even possibly remote racing. This is a company called Avacar. They're the leaders in this space and basically remote control of real race cars from far away. And since there's some latency issues, autonomy will play a role here, especially when you get that wheel-to-wheel racing going. Now, from here, AI also plays a big role with the data. Our avatar, Maverick, we call her, is able to stream data from a car on the track, and you can interact with it. Oh, how many G's are you feeling on your shoulder? That type of thing. Ultimately, this can also lead, we believe, to better car designs and maybe even the ability to do setups. So, all the racing that's done autonomously now is based on human-driven cars that have been modified. But the obvious step is a purpose-built car for autonomy that can do things that humans can't do. So then you could use a car like this for exploits that are too risky, say, for a human to try it first, like the upside-down Formula One car inside of a tube. No Formula One driver wants to fall 30 feet onto their head, or extreme measures where you might have super active aerodynamics and super active suspensions that couldn't be controlled by a human. And in the end, this will all benefit the cars that we drive, just like automotive has done, just like racing has done for the past 100 years. Thank you so much.